Hey, what is up guys? So I got something very awesome to share with you that is a DRAGUNITY Ultimaya Token deck. Pretty cool stuff. A lot of people try to make a deck revolve around just this new synchro called Ultimaya Token, but it's out now in the TCG, and on top of that we have, of course, terraforming, chicken race, pseudo space, that kind of shenanigans, which is good for a DRAGUNITY deck. But anyways, we're going to see a very awesome play here, and now the Ravine's at multiple, so it really helps out the DRAGUNITY players. Even though he was running double summon, technically the DRAGUNITY deck only gets one summon per turn, and if it doesn't go through, like, you usually just lose. But you can always discard with Dragon Ravine. This card is absolutely amazing. You just discard one card. It doesn't have to be a DRAGUNITY card, but look what he busts out turn one. I mean, I guess technically it was his first, play, essentially. He just kind of waited, I guess, for, the right time to go off. But anyways, he's able to make a Stardust, a Raised Darkness Metal, and a Beals, but everything gets reduced to 0 attack because this card is actually pretty cool. I don't think I've ever shown off this card. No one, I think, has ever used it, but against certain decks that swarm this card right here, Divided Wall can be pretty awesome. It's when an opponent monster declares an attack, all attackers and monsters your opponent controls lose 800 attack for each monster they control. So if there's 5 monsters, 5 times 800, I don't know, that's a lot of attack. I can't do math. But basically everything was set to 0. Beals took some damage and he can't be destroyed by battle. So he's going to go ahead and actually get some health over there. But that was absolutely amazing. The guy was just like, yo, I just activate this one card. And we see Legionnaire over here going to be bringing back the Phalanx, going to make an Armades. And look, I had another Divided Wall here, but the Storming Mirror Force is going to be able to bounce back everything. I think that's really cool. Looks like he's going to activate a Soul Release. Looks like some type of Chaos deck, but Soul Release, you can actually target up to 5 cards in any graveyard, so sometimes you actually want to banish your own. But DRAGUNITY's looking pretty hot now with this, because, certain times when there's, two Beals, it's too hard for some decks to deal with. They only have one copy of a Castell, or if they don't have, one out to this card. And sometimes you just can't deal with it. This card is just too strong in the game. A really dirty combo over there. Oh, Battle Fader. But Scrap Dragon plus the Chicken Game, it's such a nasty thing to do because it's like, oh, I'm going to draw cards, you can't deal damage to me? Okay, cool. And then I can pop it when I want to pop it, Very good stuff. And then a Red Dragon Archfiend Scarwright is summoned. And that card is absolutely amazing with its amazing effect where it's just like, oh, yo, I'm going to destroy as many special summon effect monsters who attack as less than or equal to this card's attack other than itself, and then you can inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each monster destroyed, and then it can still attack. And then he has Beals on top of this. It's just like, wow, that's absolutely amazing. But this was a very awesome replay. Thanks for sending it in, Proj. I'm going to go ahead and kind of break down some of these basic concepts of the deck, just in case it was a little too fast for some of you guys that are still maybe interested in learning DRAGUNITYs or understanding the basic combos and concepts of the deck. Alright, so it looks like that guy in the back went first. I think maybe Proj, there's no reason why he didn't make a move this turn. I don't know why. He's got double summon and he has access to Ravine. Maybe he accidentally ran out of time, maybe looking at Mom's spaghetti. But anyways, so terraforming is activated, and this card over here, it's a newer card. It wasn't used when DRAGUNITYs were more, I guess, popular, I would say, because it came out way later. But anyways, you equip to a DRAGUNITY monster, it gains attack equal to its level times 100. And it is also unaffected by trap effects. During your main phase, you can equip one Dragon-type DRAGUNITY tuner monster from your deck to the monster equipped with this card. You can only use this effect about once per turn. So this card is, essentially it was, in a sense, trying to replace Ravine, but it's still even better with Ravine. So even though you get a boost of attack, the other effect is actually not bad where it makes it so it's unaffected by trap effects. So he could just, his better play right now would have been just attack because then he wouldn't have this problem here. But Phalanx is the card that you want to get out 90% of the time. There is a card called Azneyes, but the majority of the time you want to go for a Phalanx. So you go ahead and equip one Dragon-type tuner monster from your deck to this card. Then Phalanx's effect is once per turn while this card is equipped to a monster. As an equip card, you can go ahead and special summon this card. So it lets you then synchro up to a level 6. You usually want to go for Gate Dirt. Well, there are a lot of different things that you can do with Gate Dirt, because it's once per turn during your main phase, you can add one level 4 lower Dragon type or Winged Beast type monster from your deck to your hand. Now, there were a lot of combos with this involving Zephyros plus also Lavalval Chain, but Lavalval Chain is obviously banned in the TCG, so we won't have access to that. But he's going to go ahead and search out for this card over here, which is Miss Valiant Baby Rock. Now, once you search out one of those cards, you actually have to discard one Dragon-type Winged Beast type monster, and of course, you search this card, then you discard it. So it just lets you get another tuner out here for free. And then he's going to activate double summon. He's going to go ahead and summon the Ducks. Now Dux is the card that earlier we saw he summoned. He didn't get its effect because he didn't have anything in the graveyard. But when this card is normal summon, you get to select one level 3 or lower dragon type Dragoonity monster in your graveyard, and then you get to equip it to this card as an equipped monster, and it's going to go ahead and go for Phalanx. Phalanx is going to special summon itself, and then it's going to bust out this card called Vajrayana. Vajrayana has the effect that it is going to bring back the Phalanx, and then Phalanx can then re-special summon itself. So that's like the basic concepts of the deck. But it also well, let's where is it? Once per turn, you can send one equipped card to this card to the graveyard to double this card's attack until the end phase. So there's double utility with this card, but 90% of the time what you do is you go ahead and bring back Phalanx, then you go ahead and special summon Phalanx, and then you just have that extra tuner here. Now he's going to go ahead and make a Tum, and he's going to activate a Tum's effect. And this is where he's able to actually bust out the Ultimaya token over here. So now he's going to go ahead and banish this card for Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, because this card basically already got its effect out, so it's kind of useless. I mean, it can't attack, but you can always overlay it for a guy, the Thunder Charger, which I'm guessing he plays. I guess he does not play it in this version. Okay, well there's a card that you can throw it on top of, and it does help you OTK, but I mean, had the guy not had that other card, he would have been A-OK. But anyways, he's going to go ahead and bust out another, well, it's the same Gaydurg, I believe. Let's see, it was the same one. And this card's effect is once per turn. It's not like a when this card is synchro summoned. It's just you can add one and then you have to discard one. So he's going to go ahead and discard the Zephyros, and then he's going to go ahead and synchro up into the Ultimate token. Then he's able to go ahead and bust out a Beals because he sets the Dragon Ravine, and this card's effect is absolutely amazing. I believe this card's like 20 bucks right now. It was a jump card. This card's so awesome. Anyways, this card's original level is always treated as 12. It cannot be synchro summoned, must be special summoned by from your extra deck by sending 2 level 5 or higher monsters you control with the same level to the graveyard, 1 tuner and 1 non-tuner, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Once per turn, when a spell or trap card is set on your side of the field, except during the damage step, you can special summon 1 Power Tool Synchro monster or 1 level 7 or 8 Dragon type Synchro monster from your extra deck, and it cannot be targeted for attacks or by card effects while you control another Synchro monster. So basically, as long as 90% of the time you get out Beals anyways, but this card is just so strong because it basically protects itself by getting out a strong monster. And some decks, like I said, they just can't deal with it. But anyways, he's going to go ahead and bounce back the Mist Valley Baby Rock to summon Zephyros, and then he can, of course, synchro into another copy of Vajrayana, and then Vajrayana will go ahead and bring Phalanx, and then, of course, then you can go ahead and bring out any level 8 that you want to bring out. So now he's going to activate Dragon Ravine, then he's going to go ahead and discard the Mist Valley Baby Rock, and then this card is directly sent from your hand to the graveyard to special summon it. I don't know, maybe I thought that was a mandatory effect, but whatever. Anyways, so he's going to go ahead and attack. Divided Wall is activated, so he loses 8 times, what is it? 800 times 5, and that's like what? 16, 32 attack over there. So that's pretty big, and obviously everything becomes 0, and he attacks, so he's going to take some damage. And then Beals is actually going to heal up because Beals cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects, and every time you take any damage by battle or by effect, it gains that attack. And that's so funny that his little Eclipse Wyvern ran out, well, it was able to survive that, then it runs over Red Eyes Darkness Metal, then he's going to make an Armani's because there's double back row, and then he couldn't activate the other Divided Wall. He probably would have just activated the Storming Mirror Force. That card is really, really strong. Just bounces everything back. But anyways, he's going to go ahead and banish a bunch of cards. Banishing the Phalanx is the important card. So if you ever, make a Rhapsody and Berserk, that's the card that you want to banish. But you can see the consistency that this deck has is just so strong, especially with, I think he opened up like so many ducks too. That was also a little bit unfair, but nonetheless, he made such an amazing field turn run, and the guy like almost came back, and then Battle Fader's activated. But a lot of times you just can't deal with this card because this card it's so annoying to deal with because every single turn it's like if I don't get rid of it, something else is gonna happen. So he goes ahead and busts out this card. He's going to go ahead and pop everything. He takes 2,500 points of damage just from like destroying the monster. Then he's able to still attack. So he took 25 and then another 6,000 to the face. That's the OTK right there just in that one turn. But nonetheless, thanks Prod for setting in this replay. And let me know, guys, what other combos can you think of in this deck that maybe wasn't shown off here? Because I saw some crazy OCG deck that was like Gladiator Beast and Dragoonies, and it did some crazy plays. I don't remember the name of the video. I think I've mentioned it before, and no one found the video. But you know, we always get new viewers sometimes. If anyone knows, it was I think it was on like that Nico JP. It's like their version of YouTube. But I remember seeing this Dragoony deck that would bust out like Azneyes. It would bust out all kinds of crazy things, and it didn't even use Ravine. I believe it was so cool. And I know that there's a lot of combos with Dragoonies, and obviously with double summon, you can do some pretty crazy stuff. I mean, heck, you can mix this in maybe with I don't know, hallex too, because you could definitely go off in that deck, and that deck you don't need your normal summon. So I'm thinking you could probably do some interesting interactions between this deck and, you know, other different ones. But anyways, really awesome replay. Hope this helps you guys out, and if you guys want a deck profile, this will let me know. I'll hit up Proj for it if you guys want it. But thanks for watching, guys. It's been your boy Will Smith signing out.